Welcome to the business side of doTERRA. Whether you've been thinking about starting to turn doTERRA more into a business in your life, or maybe you've been looking into doTERRA because of the business that it could bring to you, you are in the right place. This webinar is going to talk all about how doTERRA works as a company, why it's such an amazing company to get involved in, how you get paid, and how you can get started. Now, before we start, my name is Jewl Hinton. I do this business with my husband full-time. We're doTERRA Diamond Leaders, and we run the website, the Daily Drop Society. We have over 62,000 members worldwide, from America to Canada to Brazil to the Philippines. It's incredible how when you get going in this business, it just starts to expand from where you started. Now, most importantly, we're moms and dads to our 3 little ones. We're a family of 5 and 1 fur baby. And I Instagram over at the Daily Drop Society. So if you want essential oil tips and tricks, jump on over to Instagram to learn more. Now, I want to start this off with a story of the pipeline. And this story is very, very powerful to me. What it is that there was a man who lived in a village. And every single day, he would strap a wooden pole across his back, put on 2 buckets and walk down to the river, fill those buckets up with clean water, and then walk a few miles back home. And he did this every single day. And every time he could haul buckets, he was able to sell those buckets to people because everyone needed water. It was a commodity that people needed, but it was a long way to go to get it. So as many buckets as he could haul back up to the village, he could sell, and he made a great living for himself. But one day, he realized if there was ever a day that he wasn't feeling good, or ever a day he was just tired, he wouldn't make money that day unless he was hauling those buckets. So he got an idea. He thought, what if I hauled just enough buckets to make a living for my family? But in the meantime, I'm going to start building a pipeline that will provide even on the days that I physically can't haul buckets anymore. So he started to build a pipeline from the river to the village. And at first, people didn't quite understand why he was doing it because he was making great money hauling buckets. But he had a bigger picture of what could happen. And it took him a few years, but finally one day that pipeline got to the village and he turned on the water and it was cleaner and it was fresher and he could have that water for sale anytime he needed to without having to walk down and haul buckets with his time. Where are you guys at? I want you to think of this story in your own lives. Are you hauling buckets right now? Are you trading your time for money? Maybe you feel like you're limited on your time. Maybe it's with your earning. You feel like you've hit a ceiling. You can't go any further in the company that you're in. Or maybe it's just that you're building someone else's dreams. Opposed to building a pipeline, which is residual income, that there are no caps on what you can earn. You get to choose your own schedule because you're building your own dreams. Now, the whole story of the pipeline became very, very real to me and my husband when we had our 3rd son. Now, this cute little guy decided that he was excited to come see us, and he came a month early. I was in the parking lot with my daughter, who was 3 at the time, and my nephew, who was also 3, being very pregnant when my water broke in the parking lot of all places. So I packed the kids up, brought them home. We went and checked into the hospital, and he was born a few hours later. And I'll never forget that feeling. If there are any moms on this right now, but it's this incredible feeling that when they hand that new little baby that just took its first breath, and they set it on your chest, and you just get to hold them for the first time. There's nothing really that can quite explain that. But as I was sitting there holding him when he was very first born, the NICU team actually came over and unwrapped my arms around him and took him from me really quick and brought him to the back and started doing breathing exercises on him as quick as they could because he was actually struggling for breath and stopped breathing. His lungs hadn't fully formed yet, and they put him in the rolling bed and just whisked him away. And there I was, just sitting there on a bed. I had just given birth. I couldn't go anywhere yet. I couldn't follow him. So my husband went with him, and I just felt alone. They had just taken my precious baby boy away from me. He was born at the end of November 30th. And we ended up spending almost 2 weeks in the NICU with him, working with him, doing whatever we could to make it so he could come home with us, so he could breathe and eat on his own. Now, by the time we got home, it was middle of December, and we had 2 other little kids at home at the time that we needed to take care of and get adjusted to being a family of 5, and before you knew it, a week later, it was Christmas. Needless to say, in December, me and my husband weren't able to do any work at all. Now, my husband at the time was in car sales, and I had been working my doTERRA business the last 3.5, 4 years when this happened. But what happened for us is that in the month of December, that was the first time ever in our doTERRA business that our team broke $1 million in sales. That when we needed it, it was there for us. We have the most incredible business leaders. We have the most incredible business partners. And though we didn't work a single day that month because we physically couldn't have with what we were going through, doTERRA was there for us. Because that pipeline had been created and made, and we didn't have to be worried about how we were going to pay the bills that month, and we didn't have to be worried about the crazy hospital bill that we knew was coming to us for being in the NICU. And I'm so grateful for the possibility of what this can actually, and what this did bring to our lives. Now, this little guy is huge and healthy now. He turned 1. He's actually 1.5 now. He's absolutely big and happy and just our roly-poly boy after having such a hard, long time to get going in life. So why partner with doTERRA? What makes them so different than anything else you could make, you guys? The first thing is it's because it's effective. doTERRA has over 4.5 million customers because the products are that good. And actually right now there's over 6 million when we just went to get someone signed up. Worldwide, you guys, that's because these products are absolutely amazing. They're natural and they're safe. What makes essential oil so different is that they're actually addressing the root cause of problems in our health that we may be struggling with, and not just the symptoms, because it's addressing our body's needs. Now, these oils come from plant extracts, and not only do they enhance our physical, but very importantly, they also help with our emotional health and needs. And these essential oils are safe without side effects, very, very little side effects from using these essential oils that people are seeing incredible health benefits from. Now, what sets doTERRA's essential oil apart from any other essential oils you can buy on the market is their CPTG standard, which stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. Now, in the essential oil industry, no one regulates essential oils. In fact, a leading essential oil chemist said that 80% of the essential oils on the market today just aren't pure. So you could walk into a grocery store and buy an essential oil and not get the health benefits you were wanting because you're not using a pure therapeutic essential oil. This is why doTERRA had to create its own standard that they call CPTG. What that means is that each lot of oil undergoes rigorous testing before they ever accept it into their facility to make sure it's pure, that it doesn't have fillers, that it doesn't have pesticides, and that these oils are beyond organic, because these essential oils are coming from all over the world where they have the highest chemical constituents, because we're talking about our health here, and they need to be the best, and they need to be something that we can depend on. when it comes to our health. Now, doTERRA makes these records of the tests they do on the oils public. You can actually turn your oil on the bottom. There's a little number, and that's its lot number. And you can look up the testing from that essential oil. You guys, this is pretty revolutionary in the essential oil industry to be so open about testing and those oils. 85% of the oils that doTERRA uses are actually exclusive. The supplier is exclusive to doTERRA. So these truly are oils that you cannot get anywhere else to get these therapeutic, pretty much medicinal properties. And because of this is why doTERRA has a 65% record-breaking retention rate. Now, industry average in network marketing is about 8 to 10% of people who order keep ordering. doTERRA's is unheard of, you guys. We are 65%. And that's because these oils are so incredible. They work. When people start using them, they want to keep using them because they find such amazing health benefits from using them. Another thing about doTERRA is that it's very authentic when it comes to network marketing. Now, most direct sale companies lead with the business opportunity. The product sales really depend on how much they can sell that opportunity, because those are the people who are buying the products, are the people doing the business, because that's what they're selling, is an opportunity to have the business. Now, doTERRA is different. It's what we like to call authentic direct selling, because we lead with these powerful products. These products would sell regardless if you could do the business or not with it. It's just a perk that you can actually create a business from these amazing products because we share a wellness lifestyle. In fact, they say that 85% of the wholesale customers in doTERRA are just product users. They're just people who want the oils at wholesale, and that's why they get an account. Only 15% are actually doing this as a business. That is how powerful these products are and why so many people want to have wholesale accounts. Now, a second reason doTERRA is so incredible is that it's proven. Why doTERRA? It is now the largest essential oil company in the world, and it's only been open for 10 years. Now, in the first 7 years, doTERRA actually was on trend with Apple for growth in the billions. It is a billion-dollar company, which makes it the optimal timing for the opportunity, because it is now being opened up in other markets worldwide, and it is a debt-free company. There are no outside interests or funding when it comes to doTERRA. They're just getting started. It's also part of a $1 trillion wellness industry. This is something that it's not just a little thing here and there, you guys. This is a $1 trillion wellness industry because our health is everything to us these days. And people are sick and tired of being told what to do with their health. We want to be our own best advocates, and doTERRA does that. It puts the power back into the consumer's hands to be our own best advocates when it comes to our health. It's also led by an incredible group of business and marketing healthcare professionals. Right here you can see the founding executives. They have 150 years combined experience in the industry. And these people right here own the company 100%. They will never be pressured to do things from owners or stockholders or when money becomes the bottom line. This company actually talks about openly at all of our conventions that they want to be known as the company that gets the most people out of debt. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is just the caring, that when you use a doTERRA essential oil, it touches so much more than you just getting the best essential oil in the world. It actually touches people around the world because doTERRA makes partners with these growers around the world to help and nurture developing economies and preserve their agricultural traditions. I had the opportunity to go to Guatemala to check out the cardamom fields. And it was incredible to see the families there living in their tribes with each other, getting fair prices for this cardamom that they've grown for decades in their families, that now that they can provide for their families, that doTERRA can go into these areas and create hospitals, education, giving these people a hand up, not a handout in life. And it's incredible to see the things they're doing. You can go to sourcejew.com to read a little bit more about how they're working with communities around the world. And by being a wellness advocate, if it speaks to you, how you can get involved in these charitable organizations. So now I want to talk to you guys about the financial possibility when it comes to doTERRA. You can see right here down at the yellow all the way on up the different ranks there are in doTERRA and what they make monthly, whether you want to just pay for your product and make a little bit on the side, whether you want to completely supplement your income or replace and multiply your income. There are 5 ways that you can get paid in doTERRA to get to those ranks. Now, the first way is retail sales. These are for people who just want to buy 1 or 2 bottles of oil at full price. You'll make a 25% markup. Now, this is hauling buckets. However, some people just want to try an oil or 2 to see if they work before they become a member. And this is a great way to give them an experience with the oils. And it's perfectly fine. You can order that for them, or they can order from your website. Now, the second way is your fast start bonus. doTERRA pays these out every single Wednesday. When you sign someone up in doTERRA, you make 20% of everything they buy for the first 60 days. Now, when that person signs someone up, you make 10% and on down 5%. So you're actually being paid on 3 generations down of people you sign up, who they sign up, and they sign up. So this really fosters a want to help your people be successful in doTERRA, because when you show up to help them sign people up, help to teach classes, you actually make a percentage of how well that person does also. Now, your third way is your Power of 3 bonus, and this truly is a bonus that doTERRA made, and it's a really generous bonus. When you have 3 people underneath you, all ordering at least $100 every month as they make over their natural health, and it totals $600 in volume, doTERRA just gives you $50, a $50 bonus. And when those 3 people have 3 people that are doing it, so 9 people total, they give you a $250 bonus. Now, when those 3 people have 3 people on your 3rd level that are all doing the same thing, doTERRA gives you a $1,500 bonus. You guys, this is just a bonus on top of all the other commissions you make, and you can actually do this as many times as you want in doTERRA. Now, the 4th way you can get paid is the unilevel bonus. You get a percentage on everything that's purchased in your entire team, regardless if you sign them up or not. But doTERRA does this a really neat way. Now, in most network marketing companies, they pay you the highest percentage on the people that are highest up to you, closest to you. But where do you think eventually, after you've been doing this for a few years, you're going to have the most people? You're going to have the most people on the lowest level. doTERRA actually does this the opposite of most companies. They pay you the least amount, highest up to you, and the most amount farthest down, where you're going to have the most amount of people. Guys, this is an incredible way that doTERRA has set things up so you get paid the most on the most. Not only that, but because you get paid as people are further down, you're not just going to hoard everyone on your front line. You're actually going to start placing people underneath your leaders. As they succeed, you succeed. And it really fosters a whole development of you wanting to develop your team and help them, because you get paid more as you place people lower. It's a beautiful way that they've set this up. Now, the 5th way you can get paid is the leadership bonus. doTERRA takes a percentage of all the sales from the company and divides it among leaders at certain ranks. You get a bonus just for hitting that rank. So now that you guys know the 5 ways you get paid, what I want you to do is go back to this original slide, and I want you to look at the very first down at Elite all the way on up, and look what they make monthly. And I want you guys to look over that. And if you could take a magic wand and wave that, where would you want to be? Do you want to just replace, earn a little bit extra, maybe? Maybe you just need 500 extra a month to make the biggest difference in your family. Maybe you want to supplement your income. Maybe you're looking at being able to walk away from that job that doesn't speak to your heart. Maybe you're looking for the time freedom to be able to do things when you want to. Look at those monthly incomes. Where do you fit in there? Or maybe it's to replace and multiply. Maybe you have a bigger mission and you want to get to other things. Maybe it's charities. Maybe it's serving more. And maybe it's in those upper ranks is where you need to be. I want you to choose right now where you need to be in those ranks. I want to share really quick just to end my story about how I got started in all this. When I got started in doTERRA, I was actually before a wedding planner. I had my own wedding planning business that I had run for years and put blood, sweat, and tears into. I went to every marketing event. I did photo shoots and magazine advertising and everything possible to get my name out there. And slowly and surely, it started to become more popular. And it started to get bigger and bigger. And I started adding things to this wedding planning business, from rentals to a wedding expo to resource websites, you name it. We started to do more and more. And I absolutely love the creativity of doing weddings. And I loved working with my clients. But a big thing that I thought the reason why I got into this really changed. The whole reason why I wanted to do weddings is because I wanted to be able to have a career that I could do with my kids. I knew one day I wanted to have children and I wanted to be home with them. But I love being able to contribute to the world, and I needed to be able to be a mom and to be able to do something outside the home too. And so I started my own wedding planning business. And what I found out is that I wasn't owning a business. It was owning me. I found that working a 14-hour Saturday to do a wedding was exhausting. It was taking a toll on my health. It was keeping me apart from my family. I was missing everything over the weekends. I knew I wouldn't be able to go to sports games, soccer, any of those kind of things. I also found that I could only take on so many weddings a month before I physically could not keep them straight. So I hit this ceiling where I couldn't make any more than I was physically making because I couldn't take on any more weddings. I couldn't take on any more rentals. I had my staff and we could only do so much. Have you guys ever felt that way? Have you ever felt like maybe in the job you're in right now or what you're currently doing that you're stuck? You really can't go any further than you're currently at, whether it be promotions or pay or just feeling fulfilled in it. What all changed for me is that me and my husband, we love to travel. It is our passion. It's what we love to do. And one year we decided for New Year's, to go down to Cancun. And we invited my husband's family to come with us. And this was an adult-only trip. All the kids stayed behind. And one night we were night swimming in the most beautiful pools overlooking the ocean when Colin's older sister here, Kirsten, told us that her husband was leaving his marketing firm that he had started to do doTERRA with her full time because they had had their first $10,000 month. Now, you guys, I was a small business owner. This floored me. I had no idea that something like doTERRA held such possibilities because I was already using the oils and I liked them. I just had no idea what was really there. So for the rest of the trip, I asked a million questions and I tried to learn more about how this all worked. And when I got home, I had a choice to make. I knew I could keep going on my path in weddings and keep doing the same old thing and be exhausted and know that I couldn't get any further to where I was, or I could take a leap and do something new that I knew someone who had been successful, and not only had our brother and sister-in-law been successful, but their friends were also doing it with them and were finding huge success. I knew it was possible. They had started about 3 years before us, and I remember thinking back, kicking myself, going, why did I not listen 3 years ago? But this quote right here really stood out to me. A year from now, you may have wished you had started today. I screenshotted this quote, I put it on my phone, and I looked at it every single day because I knew if I did not start from this very minute right now, I would regret it looking back. Are you going to look back a year from now and think, I remember listening to Jewl give that webinar. I should have gotten started. I should have looked more into doTERRA. I should have taken a chance and taken a leap to see what else could be out there, to change the current circumstance I'm in, because I know I'm meant for so much more. And there's so many people out there that I could help and I can serve if I just started playing bigger. Guys, where would it make the most impact on your life? Is it earning more, being debt-free? Is it working smarter? Is it time to build your dreams or prepare for retirement? Or is it just doing what you love? Maybe you want to travel more, go back and get that education, spend time with your family. What would be the biggest impact on your life? You have to choose what path works best for you. You can either just make a little extra and pay for your product. You could supplement your income and have it be your full-time work, or you can completely replace your income like me and my husband have. After about a year of working doTERRA, we started making enough that we started seeing money coming back. After 2 years, we were making a couple thousand a month. After 3 years, we were doing more in 1 month of doTERRA than I did a whole year of wedding planning. You guys, it's possible. It's not easy. It's not a get-rich-quick by any means. It is possible, and it will reward you for the effort and the work that you put in. So how do you get started? doTERRA is $35, and that gives you 25% off the whole year, or accounts are free with a kit. If you're looking to do this as a business and sharing with other people, without a doubt, you need a kit to get started. My favorite kit is the Natural Solutions Kit. This comes with 12 oils and a beautiful box to be able to display them as you teach classes, a diffuser so you can use those oils aromatically, the vitamin, shampoo and conditioner, hand soap, toothpaste, as you slowly start to make over your life with these incredible natural solutions at home. Now, the second kit, which is a step down, is the top 10 essential oils with a diffuser. Everyone on our team, I teach a basic top 10 essential oils class. So as long as you have the top 10 to share with people from your heart, you can even do this business. Now, there are bigger and smaller kits available. You can go to the dailydropsociety.com/wholesale, and there's a link on there that you can click the link for the countries you're in and look at different kits of what may be available in your area. So jump on there and take a look if you wanted something different. But those two are my very favorite kits. Now, some things that you get for joining doTERRA and the Daily Drop Society on our team. You're actually going to get your own website. These are beautiful replicated websites that you get to go in and customize with your picture and description that you get for absolutely free for joining doTERRA, so you're ready from the very first day you sign up. You also get a welcome ebook. This is an essential oil for beginners ebook. So anyone who signs up on your team can get this free ebook to start learning about essential oils. Because again, our job is just to connect people with the solutions that they need to start making over their health. By being a business partner with the Daily Drop Society, you'll actually get this PDF all editable. So you can actually change it to your logo as you send it off to people, because I want you to have the tools to be able to grow and educate people. You'll also get an exclusive member education login to our members area of the Daily Drop Society. On the left-hand side is different oil education, and on the right-hand side is business training, so you can grow your business. Then you also have leader exclusive. We have a private team Facebook group that you can ask questions and get support in. You will get 6 weeks of private weekly mentor phone calls as you get started, which is the most important time to get your questions answered. And you'll get the 6-week Ready, Set, Launch program to jumpstart your business and learn the ins and outs of how to do your doTERRA business in just 6 weeks. You guys, whose lives could you change Not only your own and your family and your legacy, but who's out there waiting to hear the message of health from you that only you can give them. To get started, I want you guys to go to the person who sent you this video. Have them help you get started. Now, if that was me, go ahead and log on to the dailydropsociety.com/wholesale, where you can get information about how the wholesale accounts work, and you can get started with your wholesale account and kit. It also has my information on this website. Feel free to get a hold of me. You can text me. We can set up a phone call, whatever's more comfortable for you, so you can get your questions answered and you can get started with doTERRA. You guys, I promise you, there is nothing else out there like this. doTERRA has completely changed me and my family's everything, our financial, our physical, everything has been changed because of doTERRA, and we are so grateful every single day. If I had to start over tomorrow with nothing all over again, I would do it with doTERRA in a heartbeat, again and again and again, because I know this compensation plan and how incredible it is. I know how incredible the oils are, and I've seen how many people's lives are changed because of doing this business. Thank you guys for being here. I can't wait to talk to you more, and I can't wait to welcome you to the Daily Drop Society and help you get started.